Hi gang, just woke up, so I thought I'd serenade you rather, with a song. It's about my life and something I need to come to realize, and all of you should come to realize. Take it as it is, digest it, soak it in, then use it as you will. Okay, see you again.
This is Burnham, an American comedian, songwriter, and filmmaker who built his entire empire from his bedroom with nothing but a video camera and a piano. His funny and edgy songs blew up on YouTube, and since then he has gone on to become an extremely popular and successful comedian, with 3 live comedy specials, his own TV show, a feature film that he directed, and a new special for Netflix released last year. Bo is an interesting case, as he started off as a YouTuber and then made his way into the mainstream and has now become, in my professional opinion of course, one of the most creative and best comedians of all time. This is my video, so that's the right opinion, by the way. He has shown time and time again that he knows not only how to produce extremely funny and thought-provoking content, but also has a deep understanding of the market and how to capitalize on it efficiently, which is what I want to explore in this video. Bo started off his career uploading a video to YouTube in 2006 entitled My Whole Family. This video is currently sitting at 11 million views. Bo was one of the original YouTubers. Before it was a normal and accepted profession, he was exploring this avenue and is responsible for a lot of what YouTube is today. Now, the YouTube landscape these days has become very oversaturated with thousands and thousands of content creators and advertisers, and what's interesting is just how much a lot of these people owe their platform to the very early YouTube content creators, and Bo Burnham was one of the big ones. To say that he paved the way for the entire comedic song genre on YouTube and inspired so many different people to try it would be an understatement. So much of what YouTube is today is owed to what Bo was doing in the late 2000s. I'm not saying he invented making YouTube videos or anything, but he certainly paved the way for high-effort content and a new method of success that no one would ever even consider, being a YouTuber. The influence he had on the platform is massive, and he is one of the main reasons that YouTubers these days can make a genuine living off of what they're doing. He's one of the pioneers of content creation. So after blowing up from YouTube, he made his way into the mainstream and released 3 comedy specials entitled Words, 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 What, and Make Happy, which were all universally praised. After that, he had to take a break from performing and turned his eye to directing. In 2018, he directed the film 8th Grade, which then went on to receive critical acclaim and became one of the most realistic coming-of-age movies ever made. What I'm essentially saying is, Bo is an extremely talented guy and knows his stuff. He's tapped into every market imaginable and essentially played a really big role in the birth of content creation on YouTube. Now, I've been blabbering about how great and perfect Bo Burnham is for a while, but at the end of the day, he is still human, and he's faced his fair share of challenges. One of the biggest problems Bo Burnham has faced is his anxiety and his depression. He had to quit doing stand-up because he would have extreme panic attacks while on stage, and he has always really struggled with mental health, and for the most part believes he didn't really have to sacrifice anything to get where he is.
Don't take advice from people like me who've gotten very lucky. You know, we're very biased. Like, Taylor Swift telling you to follow your dreams is like a lottery winner saying, liquidize your assets, buy Powerball tickets. It works.
Yeah.
You will get, you won't. She's, of course, and we're tall white guys. We overcame nothing to be here. There was nothing standing in our way, and we barely got here. You have no chance.
And while it's certainly funny, there's no denying how much time and effort he's put into his work. His biggest roadblock has been his anxiety and his mental state. That's what stopped him from doing what he really has wanted to do. Now, I want to talk about Inside for a second, which is his latest special on Netflix. In my opinion, it's his best work, and it circles back to what his best content is about thematically. Now, I'm not going to spoil Inside, but please, for the love of God, go watch it if you haven't seen it. It's incredible. This Netflix special, to me, is extremely thought-provoking because Bo has stated time and time again how hard it has been to deal with anxiety and depression while being a performer.
After the first show, I sobbed backstage.
Wow.
because like, I mean, I slept 2 hours the night before. I was shaking, like,
Yeah.
it was rough.
It has inhibited him from doing what he wants to do. Inside feels like the literal definition of taking fear and anxiety and using it as a tool and making something good out of it. The special circles back to where Bo started. It's almost like a short film that was shot over the course of a year during the coronavirus pandemic and features Bo making songs and jokes in his room for people on the internet, circling back to his early YouTube days. Inside feels like Bo at his most vulnerable, completely devoid of any shame and making exactly what he wants to make, using his pain as a source of inspiration. Because of this, taking his depression and anxiety and making something out of it, it has garnered extreme critical acclaim. The ending song of Inside, All Eyes on Me, won a Grammy for the best written song, and it's no surprise why. It shows how Bo took something that would stop most people and used it to win awards. So what does this all mean to me? Well, it's just extremely inspiring to see what Bo has done with his career. He went from making YouTube videos in his bedroom to directing a feature film for A24. Like, it shows not only the potential of YouTube as a form of entertainment through the internet, but new ways to capitalize on the market and reach an audience. Bo is a pioneer and a great example of the new avenues to become successful that are available these days. His trademark wit and incredible vision make him my favorite comedian ever, and he is my biggest source of inspiration.